Hi guys, I'm the British WW2 man. I just wanted to say I'm really sorry for not uploading for ages. I've had a lot on with work and I've also been on holiday, which is what this video is about because I've got a whole lot of new stuff for you. Also, sorry for the quality of this video because I'm having to record it on my tablet due to storage space and memory space. So without further ado, this is going to be an unedited video of new stuff. So, first off I went to a junk shop where I got these two lighters from. And this one was £2. It's an early, probably 1910s lighter, export from Germany. These are automatic lighters, which basically means that as soon as you press that button there, it'll push that little lever back, and that will basically release the striker, which will make a spark like that, and then light the lighter. It's missing a little bit of that should go there that screws in, which stops the petrol from, or lighter fluid rather, from evaporating. It's slightly bent here, which means it won't really properly hold it in place. Anyway, £2, can't really complain. That's going to be a nice restoration project. I also got this, which is £1, and this is a flint top lighter. I believe these are wartime, or they possibly might be earlier. Flint top UL lighter. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do more work on this one as well, just because it's kind of needing a whole lot of oiling and all that jazz. Anyway, I need to do more research as well on that. So I also went to another antique shop where I found these, and these are 16th Division, Infantry Division, I believe, Panzer Division, or Motorized Division buttons. They originally got the RZM stamp. Don't know how well you can see it, but it's just underneath the there, just underneath the bit that attaches it to the tunic. They were £3 for those, which I think was quite good. I also got this from the same shop, which is basically a stationery office, SO. That's what SO stands for, stationery office stapler, which was £1, which I think was great. It's still going to work. I'll do a video on this later on, but yeah, it's going to need a little bit of restoration because it's got a bit of rust on it, but that should be great. Here I have a George VI spoon, which is this one here. Anyway, and I also got this, which is an electroplated nickel silver fork. Going to use this one for American Civil War reenacting, just because it's almost the same style. So what? Anyway, they were 20p for both of those, which I think was great. And I also went to a National Trust house, and I got this book here, which is a great book. I love it a lot. And here it's got a lovely 1941 date from when it was probably given as a gift to someone. Anyway, that was great. £1 for that. It's a great read. I like that book. I've not read it all, but what I've read so far is great. Anyway, I also went to the Combat and Combat Museum, which I absolutely loved. It's a great museum. Apart from they don't really care for their exhibits as much as they really should, because they had a KWK-39 gun, and they're really rare. Only about 61 were produced, I believe, in the entire war, and they just got it sitting in its travelling position, gathering dust, not really being cared for by the looks of it. I could be wrong, it could be caring for it, but it just looked very dusty and starting to get some rust when I saw it. So yeah, anyway, off that, it was a great museum. I absolutely loved it. But they also had a store, so I went and got some things from there. So what I've been kind of zooming into is this, which is what I believe is a Mauser derivative of a Mauser sling. It possibly might be a Victorian type of sling, I'm not sure, because it's got brass fittings, which is rather unusual for anything in the 20th century, which means it could be Victorian. Not sure if it is, not sure if it isn't. Possibly might use it on my Model 9024 Mauser. However, I might use it on something else, which I'm not going to tell you because it's a surprise, because I got other videos that I'm going to upload on that. And then I also had a bit of a hoo-ha about getting it as well, because of just being messed around by people. Anyway, so another thing I got was this. This was £5. That was £7.50, by the way. This was a £5. It's a Swedish ski cap. It's size 59. There's 3 Swedish crowns above the size. And great, I absolutely love this. I finally got a proper grey Swedish ski cap, which is great. Better than the blue one that I got that is broken. And it's got lovely 3 crowns on the buttons as well. So yeah, kind of completing my Swedish Mountain Troops impression. Apart from I do need to get myself a Kavar M38, I believe. Anyway, yeah, off that. I also got these. These were £1. I believe these are Victorian epaulets that have been cut off a red coat. These possibly might be something else, I'm not sure. Could be modern off a guard's uniform. Looks possibly like it might have been a drummer's tunic or musician's tunic, I'm not sure. Anyway, they're £1, so I thought, what the hell. Anyway, so that was great. You had a £1 box, so I went and also got this from the £1 box as well, which is one part of what the British soldiers used in the Falklands, which was basically they'd have 2 of these sandbags that tie together in the middle, and what they do with this string, couldn't find the other one, so I just got this one. And what they do is they'd slip them on over their boots, and they then get into their sleeping bags, and this allowed them, if the Argentines attacked them straight away, just to kick themselves out of their sleeping bag, pull them off, go straight into combat, or just not have to take their boots off constantly. And it also saved them from wrecking the inside of their sleeping bags. So yeah, I found that, it's quite good. It's still got the string attached to one part of it. I'm not going to take that off because I think it's a nice part of the bags, or the sandbags history. So I'm just going to keep it like that. It should be great. And one of the last things I got from Combatant Combat Museum was this, which is a plaque for the 1st Division, I believe, of the BEF, and it was, I believe, awarded by Major General Alexander, and I got that because I believe he was the commander of the BEF, and I believe he got replaced during or before Dunkirk, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's great. Got to do a little bit more research on that, and it was owned by that chap there. And the last thing I got from Combatant was this. Now this is kind of tying into what I might be using that for. I'm not going to tell you what that is again. However, I also do have some cap guns, and I've not managed to find any 12-shot caps anywhere. So it's just great that I've actually managed to find some finally. And they're usually quite expensive, so it was £1.50 for a set like those, or it might just have been 2 of these actually, so £3.50 you get like triple or 6 times the amount that you would normally get for £1.50 one. So I got that, and So yeah, that was great. So yeah, it was, yeah, sorry about that, quite tired. And so moving off that, I've been doing some projects as well. Here I have this, which is probably one of my best projects that I've done. This is an American Civil War haversack. Now what I did was I found a couple of original photographs online of original copies that people had, and I basically used them to create my own version. So there's the gusset. It's a supported gusset, which means it has two parts for the gusset. So I've added that, and yeah, basically the original ones I saw mostly were not this colour. They'd been the ones that have been covered in tar. I can see why they did that, to keep them in really good condition. Well, not really good, but kind of preserve them more. However, I think they look like sacks of shit, if you excuse my French. So I'm going to keep it like this, the original way, cotton way it was meant to be made. And because I do a Confederate impression, why not? So I hand stitched the leather parts on, just because I don't have a sewing machine strong enough with me at the moment to be able to sew it by machine. So yeah, I got some little things in there just to fill it out for the moment, and just use it to carry stuff in. So that was great. And that basically took me about 1 and a bit days to do. Had a little bit of help from my mum on the strap and on getting the curve right around here, because I just found that really difficult to do. Yeah, other than that, I think it went really well. And another project I've been doing for ages is this, the M41 rucksack. So basically the update on this is I've taken the pockets off here and here, sewn them back on correctly, sewn the curve around there, added the leather straps, added the buckle on that one, still need to add them on there, place the D rings with D hooks, and replace all these little bits here with leather, and the bit on the back as well. Add a big chunk of leather here, place that with leather, D hooks here and here as well. Actually, I'm going to leave the D rings in place actually, because that was there so that it could have the A-frame salt pack added on. Anyway, so that's going along smoothly, and that's basically the update that I have for you today. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I slightly rambled. Yeah, really tired. It's about 1 in the morning. Anyway, comment, subscribe. Bye.